This is insane. Anti-renewables groups have used artificial intelligence to cancel a $1 billion wind farm plan here in Queensland in Australia. They've used artificial intelligence to create fake statistics that the Queensland government was too stupid to realise were fake. You can't make this stuff up. Um, the government was tricked by an anti-renewables group just using ChatGPT to make things up. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. It's been reported on today by the Courier Mail, a campaign that led to the axing of a massive wind farm project in central Queensland was spearheaded by an anti-renewables group that used fake sources in its official submission. 6 months after the $1 billion Moonlight Range wind farm project near Rockhampton was cancelled due to community concern from fake citizens, it can be revealed the organisation that gathered more than 90% of the submissions opposing it relied on fake information. So more than 90% of the submissions that resulted in a cancellation of the wind farm were completely fake sources, fake stuff. I've been saying this for a long time now. There are so many fake renewable energy websites. They're pretending to be good and they're pretending to be legitimate energy websites because they filter in some reality, some true stories with a bunch of bullshit. So it's really, people are really getting tricked now. They're getting tricked by YouTubers saying sodium-ion batteries are fake and they're a myth and they're never going to work because of some, I don't know, some pretend science that they know better. Some YouTuber knows better than the biggest battery companies in the world. There's all this stuff going on now just to get your attention, and it's really quite sad. Anyway, Rainforest Reserves Australia submission to the state government's review, that's what they're called, Rainforest Reserve Australia, right? Fake company. They cite a report by the Queensland Environmental Protection Agency, an organisation that does not exist, and referred to an Oakey wind farm contamination report, despite there being no wind farm anywhere near the town. And this wind farm was pretend. So a contamination report was produced by AI that was completely fake. And the government didn't even check it. They just went, oh yeah, cool, okay, cancel that wind farm. $1 billion, cancel it. Yeah, the government has said they don't know how the error occurred. The same anti-renewables group, though, has previously admitted to using artificial intelligence to help write submissions. It's using it for everything and hasn't responded to the media. Deputy Premier and Planning Minister Jared Blige has, well, honestly, mate, you're a total joke and an embarrassment as far as I'm concerned. He has for months said his decision to cancel the 88-turbine wind farm was based on community feedback. And the community feedback they got was primarily this, right? On Tuesday night, he indicated he had not taken Rainforest Reserves Australia's submission into account, obviously completely lying, instead relying on other submissions from local residents. Of those, 88% opposed the project, said Mr. Blige. So basically, if he's telling the truth, then he's making government decisions based on opinion, the opinions of people who don't want anything to change, right? And those same people's opinions, they're basically the same people who didn't want cars. We had horses. Everyone said, what the frick? Cars they're a menace. Don't get in a car. That's crazy. Horses are the way forward. These are the kind of people that oppose progress. The project, he claimed, did not stack up for a number of reasons. It had limited local support. The local member did not support it, and I was not satisfied the proponent had adequate workforce accommodation outcomes. Adequate accommodation. Rainforest Reserves Australia gathered about 380 of the 470 individual submissions opposing the wind farm. So basically, this muppet of a politician is just straight up lying because 380 of the 470 submissions were fake, completely fake. And this guy's obviously read them all, right? He's claims to have looked at these 470 submissions. Probably still has no idea that more than 80% of them were completely fake. And he's not admitting to this either, obviously, as you wouldn't. So this is a photo of this guy. Honestly, mate, you're an embarrassment. The group is scheduled to appear before a Senate inquiry probing mis- and disinformation. I'm guessing they're getting paid by some oil company in the climate and energy space on Wednesday, or maybe by coal companies, companies that dig up coal. In a statement on its website, Rainforest Reserves Australia said it had formally referred matters concerning media reporting and inquiry conduct to the Senate Privileges Committee, whatever that means. As this process is now underway, we will not be making any further public comment until it is complete. They said, you know what, maybe this government who oppose renewable energy, they're the government in power now in Queensland, maybe they worked in tandem with Rainforest Reserves to create this fake nonsense in order to be able to legitimately cancel a project that's been in the works for years. Anyway, in his letter to federal senators, Greenleaf Renewables director Chris Righetti said approximately 380 individual submissions had been generated through a national anti-renewables campaign website that disseminated misleading information, in other words, flat-out lies, about the project and the renewable energy sector more broadly, raising legitimate concerns about the integrity of those submissions. Legitimate concerns about the integrity of fake submissions. There is zero integrity to fake submissions. I don't understand this bizarre wording. Mr. Righetti said the company's experience with the project illustrated the growing challenge misinformation posed to fair, transparent, and fact-based decision-making within the renewable energy sector. I don't think it does at all. I mean, if you're the government and you're talking about $1 billion expenditure, and you can't actually check if references are real or not, then you shouldn't be in power. Like, that's a job that my 12-year-old son could do. If I gave my son, if I said, look at these 400 submissions, check if they're correct, check if they're legit, I'm pretty confident he could actually work out if they were fake or real. Wouldn't be that difficult, right? Anyway, the government is just saying, woe is me, we fell for it. When online misinformation replaces factual discussion, it erodes public trust, complicates legitimate community engagement, and discourages the investment essential to achieving the nation's clean energy transition. The renewable energy industry was rocked by Mr. Bleasier's decision in July to cancel the $1 billion 88-turbine Moonlight Range wind farm, which had received approval previously from the previous government. So it's sort of like what Trump is doing now, cancelling previous projects. You guys, pretty disappointed to see. Unfortunately, we're seeing this quite a lot now in the West. There's it's sort of like the last throes, the death. It's when the guy is dying in the movies and he's about to die and he's like, and he does something. It's sort of like that. It's fossil fuels on their deathbed, just doing anything they can to try and survive. It's inevitable that they're going to die. I don't see the point in delaying it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.